is up? Happy Friday. Oh my God, it's Friday. Is everybody gonna have a party today? I am partying in my kitchen right now. Welcome, welcome. If you are new to my broadcast, let me know, drop it down in the comments. I'd love to give you a shout out. If you are catching us on the live, you'll see the live button up in the corner there. Let me know, say hi, smash the heart button, show me some love here on this Friday. If you're catching us on the replay, hashtag replay. So today I'm going to be cooking. I'm going to be baking something here. So I'm baking a pumpkin loaf. Okay, so every once in a while I like to have something sweet. I don't know about you, but I like to make it healthy. I like to keep it hormone healthy because that's what I do. That's what I do. I help people, I help women, particularly over 40, balance their hormones, lose weight, feel great in their skin again. If you've been experiencing any sort of sudden weight gain, or you just can't seem to budge the weight, maybe you just feel bloated, maybe you feel puffy, maybe you just aren't feeling that great in your skin anymore, let me know. Drop it down in the comments. This was exactly me about 4 years ago. I had started to shift my hormones. I was feeling like a hot mess. I was experiencing all the funny things that perimenopause brings. Mood swings, hot flashes, night sweats. I'd wake up, I was sweating under the boobs. I was sweating everywhere. I was not feeling great, okay? So if you are experiencing any of this, let me know. All right, and I also gained like 25 pounds overnight, really, really quickly, which was really frustrating because pretty much all of my life, except for when I was pregnant, I was pretty lean. Not super, super lean, but I was good. I was in good shape. So it was really kind of frustrating for me to all of a sudden experience this, but I quickly knew that my hormones were shifting and I needed to do something about it. So that's when I started to shift what I was eating, because what served me well in my 20s, what I was eating in my 20s and 30s, doesn't necessarily serve us well in our 40s and beyond. All right, so if you've been experiencing this, let me know. All right, so let's dig into this a little bit here. So I do everything healthy. So I'm cooking with all organic, natural, gluten-free products, because gluten, I don't know if you know, but gluten is a really major cause of hormonal dysregulation. So we want to be eliminating or reducing our gluten intake as much as possible. This gluten here can cause a lot of issues for our health, not only hormonal health, but also our gut health as well. So if you have been experiencing any bloating, or you just feel like really bloated after your meals, maybe that piece of pizza that you have once a week isn't feeling the greatest in your stomach anymore, then maybe, just maybe, you could have some sort of sensitivity, or gluten is just not feeling good in your stomach anymore. Hey, how are you? Nice to see you. Drop it down in the comments. Let me know who you are. I can't see who's dropped on, but I can see someone's dropped on. All right, so I have my pumpkin puree. I have my eggs. So I always use free range organic eggs. I don't eat eggs that often, but I do like to have eggs once in a while. I did cut them out of my diet for a short period of time, just because I was doing an elimination diet. I do a bunch of different elimination diets every now and then, just to give my body a break from those things, those foods that tend to kind of cause inflammation, can cause kind of some bowel or gut upset as well. But I do, after a short break, I'll add the eggs back, and I do them once in a while, okay? All right, so I've added my pumpkin puree into my egg mixture. So 2 eggs. Yeah, so I am all about making sure that I am eating as clean as possible, just to support the hormones. Hi, how are you? Let me know who you are. I see you. So really, really important to be eating as clean as possible during this time, and cleaning up our diet. And if you're feeling inflammation, we want to be reducing inflammation as well during the perimenopause, menopause years, but all our life, but especially during this time, we're going to feel things a little bit more because we are older. We have gone through life a little bit more. We have accumulated some toxic burden. We've accumulated some garbage in our system, and we need to be getting rid of that. We need to be focusing on supporting our gut, supporting our liver. So if you've tried some things, maybe some weight loss products or anything like that, and it hasn't seemed to help you, hey, how are you? Nice to see you. Hey. Yeah, so if you've tried any sort of products or anything like that and you haven't really noticed a difference in the shift in your weight or anything like that, it's usually due to inflammation. So we need to address underlying inflammation is really, really important, okay? If you don't address the inflammation, then you won't be able to lose the weight, okay? And also maintaining and stabilizing like a blood sugar level is really important as well. So tell me what you're eating when you wake up in the morning. Are you doing any fasting? Are you like, what are you eating for breakfast? Are you grabbing a bagel on the go? Are you grabbing some toast on the go? Are you like, what is your go-to? Is even oatmeal? All right, let me know what you are doing. Drop it down in the comments. So I like to fast. So right now I haven't had any breakfast yet. It is almost 10 o'clock. I haven't broken my fast. Okay, so I'm going to add in some cinnamon. Okay, I usually do about a few dashes, probably not even like a teaspoon or half a teaspoon. And I'm going to also add in some allspice because I'm doing a pumpkin loaf today. So I'm going to add that in, spices that will resonate well with the pumpkin. Okay, I'm also going to add in some vanilla extract. So I'm going to add in a teaspoon of vanilla extract as well into that. All right, so the pumpkin that I use is an organic pumpkin mix. So I got them at the store a couple weeks ago. I saw them and I thought I'd pick them up and try it. I usually end up doing banana loaf just because I usually have like a ton of bananas left, which I do over there. I was kind of debating, but I had this pumpkin and I don't know, I feel like doing something a little different. All right, so I'm going to add in some butter as well. So I'm going to add in, a quarter of a teaspoon, or no, a quarter of a cup of butter. So there's a huge debate about butter and what to use in your cooking for better health, better heart health, better cardiovascular health. So I do use butter in my cooking and I use it in my baking. So there's been a lot of controversy about using butter, using margarine, what is better, what is not, what is going to give me plaqued arteries, what is going to, make me feel not so good and just overall unhealthy. So I will tell you that if you get organic, natural, cultured butter, okay, that is better for your health than eating margarine, okay? So the reason being is that the margarine is not natural. It's not in its natural state, okay? So it has been heated to really, really high temperatures that are dangerous for our health. So they've taken like an oil, like a canola oil or safflower oil or sunflower oil, and they've heated it to high temperatures to make it a solid. So those molecules, those fat molecules are distorted. They become distorted when they're heated. And that can actually cause detriment to our cells, our mitochondria, our overall cell function, can cause cancer even because our dairy on a regular basis, but I'm okay with butter. If you're a vegan, you can do ghee. I've tried ghee, it's really, really good. I just prefer butter, I'm good with butter and I'm not vegan. So do the butter over the margarine, please, please, please. If you're gonna do anything, please do that, okay? You're going to be better off, all right? As long as it's organic, free range butter, you're good. All right, so I'm gonna add in some maple syrup. So I usually add in less than what is called for because I don't like to over sugar things, okay? But I'm using maple syrup. I don't use white sugar in anything that I do. White sugar is a huge cause of cardiovascular disease, cancer, candida, and it's highly addictive. So I don't know if any of you have ever been addicted to sugar before, but let me tell you, it is not fun. I used to be really addicted to sugar and it was really, really hard for me to get off of sugar. But there is hope if you are addicted to sugar. There is hope for you to ditch that. Okay, if you've ever had a problem with this, let me know, drop it down in the comments. I'm also going to add in a little bit of macadamia nut milk. Called for 1/3 of a cup. So I'm just going to eyeball that and put that in there and mix that up. Okay, then I need to do my dry ingredients. So I am using 1-to-1 baking flour. So this is gluten-free. I find this is the best. I've tried using coconut flour, I've tried using almond flour, and sometimes you can mix all of them together and get a pretty decent blend, but this is actually the easiest one that I found, and I don't really eat a lot of baked goods, so once in a while this is fine. As long as it's gluten-free, I'm happy. So I am going to measure this out. So I need 1 3/4 cups of this flour into my bowl, and then I'm going to be adding in some baking soda as well. So I have my organic baking soda. I have it here. And I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of baking soda, not baking powder, like so. And then I'm also going to add in some salt. So I'm not really like an expert baker, but I do like my loaves, definitely. So I'm going to add in 1/2 teaspoon of Himalayan salt into the dry mixture. And I'm just going to whisk this up. Now, my family loves chocolate. Hey, who's that? Oh, hey, Todd, how's it going, buddy? Nice to see you. It's been a while. What's the weather like down in Texas? Here, it's actually pretty warm. It's, I think it's +4, which is like really warm for this time of year in Canada. I think we're gonna get to +9, believe it or not, in December. Like, that is unheard of. It's crazy, but yeah, I'm not complaining. What's it like down in Texas, Todd? Yeah, so my family really loves chocolate, and I am not an exception. I absolutely love chocolate. So I have some chocolate chips here. They're dark chocolate chips. I'm going to add them to my pumpkin loaf anyway. You can add nuts if you want. That's the traditional. It's gloomy, 50 or 60. Well, I would take that. I would definitely take that, Todd. Yeah, so I am going to add in my wet ingredients to my dry ingredients here. And then I'm going to mix it all together, and then I'm going to put it in my greased pan. So I have a favorite dish that I use. It's actually Pampered Chef. No, I do not sell Pampered Chef, but I love my Pampered Chef ware, my cookware. This is stone. It is really, really nice. I just line it with butter. I don't do any sprays because sprays are not good for you. It's all that artificial chemical fats that we do not want to have in our diet, right? So I line it with the butter, and then I just put my mixture in there, and then I cook it for, I think it's at 3, you know what? Let me put this on. Excuse my back. It's 325 for 55 minutes. So what I usually do is at about 55 minutes, I go in and I put a toothpick in, and to pull it out, if it's clear, then it's cooked. So it depends on your oven, right? Sometimes it can be 50, sometimes it can be 60 minutes. It really depends. Yeah, so I'm gonna add chocolate to this. I know it's not really a traditional mixture of like pumpkin spice with chocolate, but if I wanna get my husband or my kids to eat this, and there has to be some chocolate in it. That's just a non-negotiable for my family. So I'm gonna mix this together, and I'm gonna add in, I don't know, I'll see how I feel. That's maybe a 1/4 cup. I've got in here, maybe I'll add a little bit more. And then I usually add some to the top as well. Yes. And there we go. Oh, that looks really good. Just like this. Look at that. Yummy. I can't wait to taste this. You know what? To be honest, I've never made a pumpkin loaf before. So we are doing this together for the first time. All right, so I'm gonna add this into my pan. Yes. So tell me, are you vegan? Have you ever tried to be vegan? So I have tried. I've actually tried pretty much all of the diets out there. And I have to say that I definitely cannot be vegan. It's just, it doesn't feel good. I don't feel good being vegan. It's a personal choice, I guess, for some people, you know, but I do better with meat. But I make sure that my meat is always organic, free range, making sure that it is sourced out well and that the animals are not, you know, kept cooped up in barns and are able to get out and graze and stuff like that. That's really important to me. But it's also important to our meat as well. If we're eating meat, we got to make sure that the animal's healthy. We got to make sure that it's happy, or else we're gonna get meat that's not good. And I went into a grocery store, I think maybe about 6 months ago. Like, well, I go into a grocery store once a week, but I was in the grocery store near the meat department one time, and I was getting some organic meat, but I heard the butcher say, "What is that?" And he was asking his colleague what that was, and he goes, "I think it's cancer in the meat." Oh my God. Yeah, so that was not the organic meat, because the organic meat already comes from a different facility, but I just cringed when I heard that. So really important to be making sure that you're sourcing out your meat properly if you're going to be eating meat. Meat can also contain a lot of different hormones as well as dairy products. So really look at what's going on in your body. You're getting some mucus. You're getting like a lot of mucus in your throat. You're getting a lot of mucus in your gut. You're noticing when you have a bowel movement, you have mucus in your bowel. That means that there's inflammation going on. We might want to cut out dairy for a little while. We might want to cut out gluten for a little while and see how you feel, right? Like, maybe give it 20 days, 30 days and see how you're feeling, right? Hey, Leanne, how are you? Nice to see you. Yeah, oh, thanks so much, Sherry, for sharing out. Make sure if you're finding this valuable, you share it out. I'll definitely give you a shout out. And yeah, so I am going to be putting this in the oven now. I'm going to bake this, and I'll share it to my stories once it's finished. So yeah. I'm going to break my fast now because I'm feeling a little bit hungry. So I am going to break my fast with my favorite collagen. I don't know if you guys are trying collagen. Do you take a collagen right now? Also, what kind of collagen are you taking? Are you taking a powdered collagen, liquid collagen? Let me know, drop it down in the comments. Do you think collagen is important for your body? So I've been taking this collagen for over 4 years now, and it has been an amazing add to my health program. Really great for gut health, really great for joints, your skin, your hair, your nails. So not only for the appearance of your skin on the outside, but also what's important on the inside, which is really, really important as well. Because if you're not supporting the inside, then the outside's not going to, you could come up with some different issues, like skin issues like I used to have, and just overall like sagging of the skin, wrinkling of the skin. And if this is something that is important to you, then you definitely want to check this out. I have different flavors in this collagen. This one here is a salted caramel. It is so good. We have chocolate, we have blackberry, we have mango, lemon, coconut lime, and a bunch of other amazing flavors. So this also has CLA in it. So CLA is a known fat inhibitor. So it helps with belly fat. It helps to actually inhibit the fat going into the cell and staying there. So it actually gives you a little bit of a detox. I've been taking this for 4 years, noticed a huge difference, was down 25 pounds after I started this and started implementing some anti-inflammatory tools and tricks into my program. It made a huge difference in my health and in my skin. My skin cleared up, which I'm so happy. But I want you to know that when you take natural supplements, you're not going to get an instant result like overnight. It's going to take time. Health takes time, okay? It's not a pharmaceutical drug where you take an Advil and, in an hour your pain is gone, okay? That's a Band-Aid. Sometimes we need Band-Aids, absolutely, but honestly, true health is going to take time. It's going to take consistent effort as well. Over time, you are going to notice a huge difference in all of your symptoms, things like this. It's not going to be an overnight fix. I just want to be totally upfront and clear with you, okay? So by doing small things consistently over time, you're going to receive big results, okay? That's great. Oh, that's so good. That's amazing. Yeah, grass-fed beef and organic beef is so much better than just the regular stuff. They are treated better. They can graze. The essential fatty acid content of the meat is higher, which is better for us and our brains. We are getting more nutrients, and also the animal is taken care of better, which is important to me. Yeah, so MCTs, yes. So I have, actually, let me grab it. I'm going to show you what I use. So I use keto cream. This is amazing. It's MCTs. It is amazing for cognitive health, brain health. It helps to extend my fasting benefits past the time that I break my fast. It helps to keep me full during my fast, and it won't break my fast, which I love. But I need energy in the morning, and this is amazing. So I use that. And then I am going to be breaking my fast. I'm going to probably get some almond butter, which is another good fat. So this morning, all I've had is this, lots of water. I'm going to break my fast with my favorite collagen, as well as some almond butter and an apple. That's how I'm going to break my fast. We do not want to throw carbohydrates on our body. So I'm talking about grains, processed foods, things like this, when you're going to break your fast. And it's even best, even if you're not fasting, to not have carbohydrates in the morning. Have them at lunchtime with your protein and your fats, and you're going to do better, okay? So I am going to do this. Salted caramel. Oh, and also with our collagen CLA, it's also great for supporting women in perimenopause and menopause. I have an amazing article about CLA and its positive effects on women who are going through perimenopause and menopause. Again, it's something that you need to commit to taking as a part of your lifestyle, and then you will see the results over time, as I have. I'm 51 years old. I feel better than I did in my 20s. Honestly, I was so sick in my 20s, and the reason why I got into natural health to begin with is because I wasn't feeling well. I was sick. I had no energy. I didn't know what was going on. And really, it all came back to inflammation. It came back to a lack of absorbed nutrients as well into my body, and leaky gut at the end of the day. I had bloating. I had horrible pains in my stomach. It was really an awful mess. So, but I'm so happy that I came across natural nutrition, and I'm feeling so much better. I want more. Sometimes I just want to keep taking the bottle. And sometimes I actually take more than 1 tablespoon, because I'll take it and then I'll forget and I'll have another one. But that's okay. More collagen, right? All right, guys. I am going to put this in the oven now. If you have any questions, let me know. I have a free guide, 5 hacks to better hormonal health through your eating habits. I'm going to put the link in the notes there, and you can grab that, and hopefully it's helpful to you. Thank you so much for sharing out, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye.